Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, that's you guys. Y'all are still in range. Y'all are blessed. Advantage on saving throws.
Sweet.
Don't forget about it.
Oh, yeah.
No welcome. I don't think that affects me, does it? Everybody else. It doesn't say anything about like affecting me with the text.
Unless you can look it up, but if it doesn't explicitly say it, then I don't believe it does.
Okay.
Do you need to borrow this?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'll give it to you if it does, but if it doesn't, then I'm sorry.
It's fine. I won't redo the. Let's just make you redo the roll. It's fine.
Alright, so you
I will
land
take
there?
that.
Okay, what's your AC?
16.
Alright, so you duck out of the way as you see this large axe fly over your head as one of the humanoid figures and you duck underneath it. Next we come to Sylvis.
Alright. I'm going to do the same as her and just kind of dash for it, which is 14 spaces for me. So, 1, 2,
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Okay.
Because Elven speed.
But I assume I can't bless myself, so fine.
So as you step, you watch as the ground begins to rise and ebb and flow as these ripples of you watch as there's squares around you now that you're in the middle of this, and you see as the battlefield begins to shape and flow as different effects are going on, and as you do, you kind of feel your knees buckle as you drop to the ground and you fall prone.
Okay.
Ooh, wow.
That brings us to the top of the round. Torm, you're up.
We're gonna keep moving. That's not me.
You have 8.
Guess I'm gonna dash. Go.
Damn.
No, sorry. Alright.
Fuck you, Sylvis! Can't even stop to give a brother a hand, nothing.
Does a 19 hit your AC?
It's even, so yeah.
It hits it!
Yeah.
Sure does.
So as you you're charging and you're running up towards this gap that you see, and as you do, you kind of look down and you realize that, oh fuck, I'm not in a good spot. And as you look down, you realize you get hit in the side as one of the dwarven figures takes his hammer and slams it in towards this humanoid creature, and you're right in the middle of it. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Owie.
Nice. That's smart.
That brings us to Miriam. You're up.
Can I help Sylvis get up? Would that just take my action?
That would take your action.
Okay.
But not your speed. I mean, you can still move your regular speed, you just have dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, so that's half my movement, and then I help him up. And then my 5, 10, 15.
About that a sound.
So, you guys are still hearing this ever-present as you get the feeling that there's some kind of mechanical artistry going on here that's causing this giant battle to commence. Miriam, you run over and you kind of scoop Sylvis up by the pits of his arms, and you see him fall prone in front of you, and you scoop him up, and you keep running, and as you do, you see this giant hammer kind of coming towards you. You see this spear coming towards you as you see one of the elven or sylvan creatures taking a swipe towards the humanoid figure in front of you. And as you kind of duck out of the way and keep running and trying to run as fast as you can. Sylvis, you're up.
Okay. Now that I'm up again, I'm gonna dash again. And that's another 14. Ooh. Yeah. Or, shit. Oh. Yeah, I
Backflip over me.
Okay.
Naruto run.
As you run and you've kind of got a feeling of what the ground is going on, and you kind of look behind you to make sure everybody's okay, and as you do, your foot kind of slips underneath you, and again you fall prone to the ground. And as you do, you hear this doom doom doom, and as you two roll a perception check for me.
16 plus
17.
Both of you look behind you, and you see behind you as you watch as this platform just and falls to the ground. You can't see where it fell, but it is not in your line of sight.
Fuck!
What do I see in front of me at this point?
At this point, you see this continue for what seems to be another 100 feet. That brings us to the top of the round. Torn, you're up.
Oh boy. Alright, gonna help Sylvis get back up on his feet.
Thank you.
So that's your action. You kind of
Yeah.
Yes.
scoop him back up.
And also see if I can locate where the sound of that the clicking.
I'd say
okay.
for
Yep, I'm fine.
your action was scooping him up.
This action.
I'd say you have to kind of take a beat and really listen to hear it. It's kind of just rattling off the walls. It is in your brain. You cannot figure out where the sound is coming from
Fair
at
enough.
this moment. And just for the sake of this, we're going to.
Scooch it.
Everything's been scooched, everybody.
So this is where
Everything's being scooched.
you guys are still in the back. But Sylvis is kind of breaking the horizon over here on his feet. Torin, you kind of scooped him up. And this, we'll say, imaginary line right here is where the end is for you, Miriam.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that brings us to you, Miriam. You're up.
Well, everybody's up, so I'm gonna double dash, and I
Okay.
get 30, or my regular speed is 30, so if I dash, I get 60.
You get 60.
Where'd you say I would end up?
So basically, once you get to the end of this board, then you come back over here.
Okay.
And Lucas.
I was 40.
Lucas, brother.
I was 40. Thank you. So 50, 55, 60. Okay.
All right. So as you kind of see Torin and Sylvis as Torin scoots Sylvis back up off the ground. You kind of rush past, and as you do, you're looking behind you, and you just dip under another attack as one of these statues swings over your head. And that brings us to Sylvis. You're up.
Dash, dash, dash.
Ah.
Dash, dash, dash. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Makes a dexterity saving throw for me with advantage because of bless.
Oh, right. Shit. That rolled right into my book. Oh my
Oh.
god.
I don't know, man. You should have taken the book.
I should have. It was better, but it wasn't great. 8.
Okay. So you kind of look over your shoulder and you're seeing your friends that both helped you up, and as you do, you're running and you're running as fast as you can, but you start to feel this wave of heat in front of you as you see another one of these fey creatures firing what seems to be a mechanized version of some kind of fireball. And as you do, you just realize you're not going to have enough time to kind of get out of his way, and you take 4 points of burning damage as you just get clipped by the edge of this attack as it engulfs this statue of this humanoid creature on the other side of the room. That brings us to the top of the round. Torin, you're up.
Okay. Gonna move my max speed. And I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on Sylvis.
Sylvis, okay.
So now he has +2 AC.
Let's do AC. Okay. All of you guys roll me a perception check right now.
Oh, it's a bonus action. Cool.
11. Perceptions?
Yes.
12.
12.
Who's in charge of the minor potion? Just me.
25?
4. 24.
Damn. Okay.
Who's holding?
I rolled a 19.
I've
In perception, I have a
distributed
plus
them.
5.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alright.
What you got?
Well, I casted Shield of Faith as a bonus action, so that means I still have an action, I guess.
Yeah.
Cool. Can I still dash, or?
No. Did you roll your...
Did you roll your perception check?
Sorry, I did not. 15. Got a 17.
17? Okay. All of you guys get advantage on this, but you begin to see as you look towards the end of this room, as it begins to like kind of dip in towards this corridor, you begin to see this ripple of just some form of concussive force. I need all of you guys to make a Constitution saving throw for me. Those that pass, which is all of you, with advantage.
And it's a saving throw, so we still have the bless advantage, right?
Yes.
So, what does that mean exactly?
I casted a spell with a
Oh.
bonus action. And Bless is a concentration spell. That's what it says.
Still get advantage or no?
I don't think you can get double advantage. You just
It just
get
one,
advantage.
yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay, well, I mean, I rolled a 19.
Well,
Yeah. Because I just add my modifier, right? Constitution.
Alright, cool. God damn it.
I got a 22.
22.
What was it?
Oh, what'd you
roll?
I'm proficient.
A
It's a saving throw.
Oh,
Constitution
okay, I mean,
saving
it's
throw
still...
with
I'm
advantage.
proficient in strength and
I gotcha.
constitution.
I
got
forgot that box.
22.
22.
19.
19. Okay. All of you guys take 1 point of concussive damage as you begin to see this wave of just like explosive damage riffle through this room.